Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. I'm Aphrodite, aka Madam Suave. If you are new here, I would like to welcome you to the community. Be sure to check the description box below and like, comment, share, and subscribe if you feel called to. Remember that energy is timeless and fluid. This could be past, present, or future energy. Flip roles if they need to be reversed, and only take what resonates, leaving the rest for what it is meant for. So I am back with another love message for you guys today, okay? And it is titled, Do You Know What You Do to Me? Okay, and literally what I was hearing is that this person who you are connected to, is this is literally what they are asking you is, do you know what you do to me? Because if you knew, okay, if only you knew what you did to this person, you would never doubt, okay? You would never doubt how they feel about you. And maybe if they were hiding so much, you would know. But also the song If Only You Knew by Patti LaBelle is relevant. I know that song has come up before, but it's kind of, popped into my head again today. So we're going to go ahead and take it, all right? So I'm going to go ahead and read off to you guys kind of what I have channeled for you guys today, what this person, like what's on their heart, what they want to say. I'm going to do it the best that I know how. But I know this person kind of wants to tell you themselves, but I'm going to give you guys what I can to the best of my ability and the best of my knowledge, okay? So this person gets a rush when they see you. Your eyes speak in so many different languages. They get lost in your infinite portals, stuck, mesmerized. You exchange so many words in absolute silence, okay? And what I was seeing is this is an exchange in adrenaline, okay? It's almost like you can feel the adrenaline in one another's bodies, if that makes sense, okay? So this is like silent foreplay. So much is happening in a simple stare down. So your eyes may be very intimidating for some, but not this person, okay? And I'm getting that this was a telltale sign for you, okay? Or something that you definitely took note of, something that felt meaningful, okay? Because of the fact that maybe you do have people who, aren't either are kind of like intimidated by looking into your eyes, or just necessarily can't really, handle it. And and this person is like they didn't look away. It's like you guys locked eyes and they didn't look away. And what I'm getting is quite literally you could stare into each other's eyes for hours and kind of get lost in it. Like it does not feel like as much time is going by that actually is, okay? I hope I really said that right. But sometimes like words get jumbled in my head, and I'm almost kind of getting that this is what you do to this person, okay? It's just like you kind of jumble their thoughts, okay? But yeah, it's like you guys get lost in another dimension as you are looking, into one another's eyes. Time seems to stop. Nothing else around you matters in that moment. Like you are just purely focused on one another, okay? And one thing that I wanted to mention is the drink hypnotic, okay? Now I have never had it before, but this is the effect that I'm kind of getting. And the reason why I thought of this is because, once I said, like when I go to the club and stuff, I'm very like specific and particular about who I lock eyes with, because it's like when you have that siren quality, you can feel yourself literally hypnotizing someone, okay? And you don't mean to do it. You're not trying to, get anyone to like fall in love with you, whatever, but it's just I don't necessarily know how to explain it, but it is a certain energy, a certain sense of power, a certain sense of influence in a way, okay? So you could just have your energy is just very, very, very influential, okay? But the thing that is dangerous is that some people can become very obsessive, okay? So you have this energy about you that people become very obsessive. And this could be like, I don't know, like for me, I don't know if you guys are the same, but for me, I can tell when there are obsessive personalities around me, and I specifically avoid making eye contact with them because I don't know how to explain it, but like I will literally like not make eye contact with you because I can feel like, I don't know, it's just a certain sense that you can feel. And when you're not trying to connect with someone on that level, you don't want to make eye contact with them. That's the best way that I can put it. And it's really interesting because like, I don't know, like for me, I was like raised to make eye contact with people. Like that's how I was raised. But there are certain instances where where I will not make eye contact with a person. Either I can feel like a person is getting uncomfortable, and so I might, like try to like look away, like am I making you uncomfortable right now? Like I can feel when people are getting uncomfortable. So maybe it's that you sense this person is just like literally like, I don't know, like it was just like natural for them. It just came very naturally, and they didn't flinch, they didn't feel intimidated to you, like they could hold eye contact for a very long time, which was nice. But yes, this is kind of the effects that I am getting. I'm not getting that, you get like you know, like drunk off one another or anything like that. But this is something, it's very, very hypnotic. It's like a dance you are doing with one another, because this is specifically like, it's not that I would just be making eye contact with people and I'm just, you know, like seducing people on the dance floor. It's that it's like, no, it's like when you are dancing with someone, you know, you're connecting with them. It's more so for me. Okay, let me just explain it for me. Okay, it's not necessarily that I'm necessarily trying to seduce them, but it's almost like a challenge in a way. It's kind of like you are energetically challenging a person. So I would say that it's not even like, because sometimes I just do it, like I would just do it for fun. Like I don't actually, you know, want to try. I'm just doing it for fun because I just want to see, like I just want to see. I'm just, it's basically like challenging someone. Okay, I don't know if that's like the Martian in me, but that's just that's just what it is. Okay, but anyways, so like I said, but in this case, it is a dance and an experience for the both of you. You are still, yet there is so much movement. You can feel the rise and increase of their breath, hear the hear the thoughts racing through their minds, feel the heat rising in their body, smell the aroma of their desires permeating the air, sense the tempo of their heartbeat change to match yours. You literally sync to one another like Bluetooth, okay? This is a mutual and shared passion, okay? So, and what I was seeing, okay, I had a vision, and this was a vision of like a dimly lit blues or jazz club with cigar smoke filling the air, and a woman approaches a man sitting by himself in the corner, okay? And yes, I specifically said a woman approaching a man, okay? So there's a very sultry energy about you, and they like that you are bold, you know what you want, and you aren't afraid to show it. You lock in and no one else exists at that moment. Everything else just disappears. And now I am. Y'all, I think y'all can tell when I'm speaking from experience, but this may get you into trouble sometimes, okay? Because maybe, you know, you lock in so hard and you're so focused on that person and everything else disappears around you, and you kind of forget that just because you can't see the people doesn't mean that the people can't see you, okay? Doesn't mean that the people cannot see you. So, um yeah, it's like you kind of disappear off to another planet. You get lost on another planet and you kind of create privacy. It's literally like you create a personal privacy screen to where it's like you can't see anyone else, but you know, they can possibly see you. And it's like, it's literally when people like, please get a room. Like at that point, it's like, get a room, okay? You are a subtle seductress, so it's something that you do with your mind, your voice, subtle movements, even when you're still doing nothing. The way that you think, the way that you walk, the way that you feel. You're an experience wrapped in your own worlds, and they're ready to merge their worlds with yours to create ecstasy. So in their head, it's like watching a movie. Okay, this is what you feel like to this person, or when they're thinking about you, or just like the way that you flash through their mind. Okay, oh, you be running through their mind. That's so cute. Okay, so yes. So in their head, it's like watching a movie. You're a montage of candidates, and they want to be your director, photographer, videographer, want to have a private movie night where you are the star, okay? So there is no role that you cannot feel, and there's going to be no rushing. They're going to take their time because they have something that they want to show you, okay? So for some of you, okay, you are either going to be expanding your family or creating a family, okay? And they are going to be made from the best of love, okay? A very profound love. I was also seeing like very intimate conversations and snuggling, okay? Late nights. And one thing, okay, because creatives are some of the best lovers. So all I can say is that this is going, you are basically going to be able to feel the creativity between the two of you in your relationship, okay? It's going to feel like you're literally living in a movie, in a dream, okay? Is the best way that I can put it. Like, I don't know. It's going to literally feel like you are living in a work of art, okay? Because the two of you are a work of art, creating more art and, you know, kind of harmony through the merging of your energy. So you're going to be very creative with one another, never a dull or boring moment. Even relaxing is going to feel like pure bliss, because this is just how much you guys enjoy each other's energy, how much you kind of feed off of each other's energy, okay? And they are kind of thinking like, you know, it's a wonder how anyone allowed you to just slip through their fingertips, okay? Because they saw your light radiating from a mile away. You sparked an epiphany in this person, reminded them of a dream or a memory, and they knew you held some sort of key and you unlocked their heart, okay? The perfect fit, the only one, okay? Literally, there's only one key that was made and you had it. You saw and recognized them straight away. It didn't take you long to figure it out. You just knew that their magic felt familiar. This sent sensations up your spine, made your hair stand at attention. But your spirit is very commanding. They could see how others are naturally drawn to you, how healing and vibrant you are, the joy that you bring, the way that you can shift a room, and they would just watch you. And this is something that you aren't even fully aware of because you're experiencing it and living in it, unable to see what they see, unable to see yourself. And they want to show you, or at least try to show you, just the impact and the impression that you make through their own expression because you put a move on their heart. Okay, you put a move on their heart. um Now, so this all this interference that we have been picking up on, okay, there has been lots of interference because of how important you two are, as well as your connection. Okay, there's been a lot of interference because of how important you two are, but nothing can keep you apart because you find each other every lifetime. So you guys, you may be having, some bad dreams coming up, and it's kind of like so yeah, you may have been having some bad dreams, but it's like this person brings you back to reality, okay? So I was also getting, though, from this, like when I'm saying, there's been interference because you guys tend to find each other every lifetime. We also have people from past lives who find us again, who were, past life enemies, okay? Who have been, like I said, tracking you down for lifetimes. And so these could be like very clingy and deranged energies that don't want to let go but do not have a choice, okay? They are being severed. They were nothing but drama, pain, shapeshifters, users, very deceptive, emotionless unless it served them. And they know, okay, this person that you are connecting with, all right, they know that you'll be there through the good and the bad times, making everything feel lighter and easier to face, okay? And you carry mama bear energy, okay? You don't play about yours. Somebody can get stumped the fuck out, okay? They can get stumped out, okay? You are protective of them both physically and emotionally. You care about the way that they feel about themselves. You heal them in ways that you don't even know just by seeing them the way that you do. From things that others may have made them feel bad about, you love them totally and completely for all that they are, okay? So, that concludes today's message. I hope that this brought you some clarity. I hope that this also brought you some peace and, giving you, the faith to kind of trust in this connection that you have with this person. If you enjoyed this message, if you enjoy my energy, my content, etc., I do ask that you like, comment, share, and subscribe if you feel called to. And I'll see you guys next time. I love you all. Bye.